I got a friend who's putting together a video on modern technology, and I told him, I said, well, you know, you ought to have some stuff at the beginning that shows what they really had to start with and how they did stuff. And he liked that idea, and I said when I was up here I'd see what I could find.
We got a pretty cool trip hammer and a pretty cool hand drill that we use.
Now would that be this item over here? That actually looks pretty darn modern, that one.
Well, that's about 150 years old. It's a hand drill. It's a solid brass wheel on the side here.
Really?
What it has is a little part that will only let it advance if the bit can go down.
Only let it...
See how it clicks just one turn?
Yeah.
And it won't, if this couldn't advance at all, that would click. It would stay in the same little hole until it clicked. So you can't overdrive it like you do one at your house where you pull down a little harder on the hammer. Well, this one won't.
It's got a governor. Yeah.
But it wants to move all by itself.
Jeez.
We use it for drilling steel. The only thing modern on this one is the chuck.
Yeah, I was looking at that chuck and that sort of jumped out, you know. So I said, ooh, that's not nice.
That one over there has the old style chuck on it.
Uh-huh.
What you need is a flat bit.
A flat bit. Yeah. So like a wood bit they call them now.
Well, if you see, it's got a set screw on one side there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
And that set screw
all right.
hits into the flat spot on your bit and holds it in place.
So the shank of the bit.
Slide it up in the chuck.
Right.
And you twist this, and there's a screw that hits up against the flat spot and holds it in place.
We still got drills like that now.
Yeah, but they're kind of hard to find the bits.
Well, they've got these wood bits, and they have little spurs on them, and I actually use them to cut into plaster because less plaster comes spewing out all over the place.
We found it a little easier to turn it into a modern chuck, so when you break little bitty little drill bits, you don't have to worry about it.
So the principal activity here would be probably horse-related stuff.
No, actually, that's only about 10% of your business.
Really?
The rest of your business was having anything to do with farm, factory, or home. You make all the nails. We made 150 pounds of nails this summer for the barn they're putting up. All your nails are handmade.
Those square nails, that kind of stuff? Yeah, I sometimes tear things apart and I'll find those square nails.
We also, a blacksmith would have done everything.
Yeah, basically the center
all of your hardware for your house or your barn, all of your axes and your hammers and your equipment and machinery was all blacksmith made. They still employ blacksmiths in NASA for the same reason. If you're only going to make one of something, you don't want to tool up a whole factory.
Blacksmiths. Now, would that be synonymous with a machinist?
No, a machinist is different. A blacksmith heats the steel and shapes it through hammering. A machinist actually cuts pieces away, usually using some kind of cutting tool, not necessarily heating it up.
Now, what would all these various things, why would there be such
tongs,
a selection of tongs?
And they're no different than these little ones. But even in the little ones, you get all different kinds, shapes, and sizes depending on what you're going to hang on to. That's for round stock held sideways. This is for flat stock. What I was holding was that little piece there, which started out like this.
Yeah.
You don't want to overclose the jaws, so you need to have the kind that's the right size. These are all for different jobs.
Jeez, that is a wide selection.
Well, actually, a blacksmith would end up with about 200 pairs by the end of his career. This one's for making axes. You can actually see where the axe goes. That's the eye of the hammer, or the axe right there. And that lets you shape the body of it while still hanging on to it. Because it's actually, it's just a chunk with a hole in the middle. And it's kind of hard to hold on to little small chunks.
Now, how would they make the anvils there? Would those be forged in a mold?
Originally, they were forged on the forge itself.
Oh.
That's what these little square holes are for here. This hole here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hole here, and there's one on the other side under it's called the waist. That's for picking it up when it's hot.
Because these things are still very handy.
They are incredibly handy.
My partner has one of those, and he's a machinist, and he uses that.
As long as you don't use a cutting torch on them, they'll last forever.
Yeah. What about this thing here? Is this a spring bender or something?
That's a trip hammer.
A trip hammer.